You guys, I was sabotaged by the US Postal Service. What else is new? If you guys want to see me try out some new makeup, then just keep watching. If you are new to my channel, welcome. My name is KARENHARRIS. I like to film tan girl friendly makeup videos here on YouTube. I do post quite often. We've got quite a few eyeshadow palettes launching, some new collections launching. So if all that sounds good to you, if you like to see tan girl friendly makeup reviews, then this is the place for you. Highly recommend subscribing, turning on that bell so you're notified every time I post. And without further blabbering, let's get into it. I'm so excited, you guys. We have a new palette. I also have a new powder to test out, as well as a highlighter that I've been meaning to try out. I also wanted to have the Kosas blushes in this video, but the mailman delivered my stuff and put it in the parcel locker and forgot to leave the key for me to unlock the parcel locker. So they're now sitting in purgatory in the mailboxes by my house. I'm like really hoping that he gets the memo that they need to actually leave the key so I can unlock the parcel locker. But the last time this happened, I think it was a couple of days before I actually got the key. So I'm a little bit bummed because I ordered 2 Kosas blushes, and you guys know me, there is a blush demon that lives inside me, and I was so excited for them. I don't have those, but I do have the new Costal palette from Simply Posh Cosmetics, so I cannot wait to put this on my eyes. I also have a highlighter from Dior, as well as one of the new powders from One Size. This is in the new shade Ultra Peach, so I'm excited to go ahead and try these things out. Okay, so we're going to start off with the powder. This is the One Size by Patrick Starrr Ultimate Blurring Setting Powder, and it retails for $34. So the shade I got is Ultra Peach, which is for very fair to medium skin tones. And this is a finely milled blurring loose setting powder that delivers 24-hour shine control and a smooth matte finish for all day wear. Now in 7 shades. So I've heard really good things about this powder. I have tried it in the mini size, but I wanted to get a full size during the last Sephora sale and it was sold out the whole time. So when I saw that they were coming out with new shades, I hopped to it and picked up the shade Ultra Peach. I didn't want to wait too long because I was worried that it would sell out, and I want to know what the hype is, so I'm just going to put it in this video. You guys know me. I have dry to normal skin. I think my skin is definitely more normal now than it was dry, and I think I'm one of the very few people that actually enjoys my makeup looking mostly matte or have a natural finish over a dewy finish. I used to be really into dewy makeup, but I'm not into that anymore. I like a little bit of highlighter. I'm definitely more of a blush and bronzer gal and just a little bit of highlighter. Not into super dewy skin. I'm also 35 and I live in a somewhat cold climate. We're going into summertime here now, so it is getting a little bit warmer. But for the most part, I don't really have to worry about setting my makeup too much. But I do love to put some powder under my eyes, around my mouth area. That's where my makeup wears off the most. So I want to see if this powder is going to work for me. Okay, so once you get the cap off, there's a little sticker, and then the powder dispenses through the logo here. And I have my favorite powder brush. This is from Sigma, and I love it because it's like a little paddle, and I'm just going to apply some under my eyes. So I'm just going to kind of leave it there while I do my eyeshadow, because if I have any fallout, having powder under my eyes like helps catch it, and it makes it a little bit easier to clean up, and also it kind of bakes my under eyes, which I really like because it makes it nice and smooth. So we'll see how it goes. I definitely have like a few lines under my eyes and stuff like that, so I'm not expecting it to fill all that in, but I am curious to see how much blurring it does. Now I do have the new Simply Posh palette here with me, and I'm so excited. This is their Costal palette. I have close-ups, I have swatches. Let's go ahead and get into it so I can give you a little bit of information about this launch. Okay, so it's not like they have a big write-up or anything about the palette, but obviously to me it's giving mermaid and beach vibes, perfect for the summertime. And they're going to have a pre-launch, which is on Saturday the 25th at 3 p.m. Central Standard. And I don't know any other information like when this is going to ship out or anything like that, but they're also going to open up pre-order for the Citrus Punch and Aurora Lights palettes at the same time. Please keep in mind this is a pre-order, therefore these palettes will not be shipped out right away. There is a wait time. Palettes are scheduled to be shipped out in July. If we can ship them out earlier, we will. Once palettes arrive to us, we will make an announcement then, and we will begin the shipping process. Please keep in mind there will also be no cancellations on any pre-orders made. Okay, so that's something very important to note. I don't want you guys to get frustrated about making an order and then not being able to cancel. So make sure you really want it. I don't know why they're opening up a pre-order for palettes that they don't think will ship till July. Now I know Adept usually does that, and they say if they get something sooner, they will ship it. And most of the time they do. I mean, I feel like 99.9% of the time when they've told me they're going to ship something, if they get it earlier, they will. They usually do get it early, but I think that's just Adept knowing their lead times. I'm not as familiar with pre-orders with Simply Posh, so just want to make sure you guys are all understanding what I'm reading. And it says, we recommend placing your order with route shipping protection to protect your order against theft, damages, or losses. So that's something to know. And then they will not have any bundle deals available, but you can use an affiliate code. So I do have an affiliate code, KHMAKEUP, and each palette will be $45. That is all of the information about the pre-order. I really like my Simply Posh palettes, so I'm very excited to try this one out. Let you guys know some first impression thoughts. I'm not gonna lie, I was like, okay, let me try and think of something different, but as soon as I swatched like these teals, I was like, okay, I'm gonna do a mermaid eye look. Like, I need to do a bluey, purpley look. That's the plan. So I know, shock, horror, but I think you can do some really fun neutral looks with this palette as well. But I feel the calling that I need to do a blue eye look with this palette. I think it's going to be somewhat subtle, but the shade Sea Breeze, I mean, if you guys know me, you know I have to put that on my crease. So that's what I'm going to do first. I'm taking a Sigma E25, and we're going to put it right here on both sides. This is such a pretty color. Oh my gosh, I love teals. I love green. I bought a green fanny pack this past week from Lululemon. They just have like my favorite shade of green. You know, the belt bag that everybody has from Lululemon? At least in my town, everybody has it. It's finally coming out in shades that like I think are cool. Don't get me wrong, I still have a sick obsession with buying them. I have realized though that they are a little small, and with little ones I need like a lot of room. But in case any of you are curious, I will link it just for funsies because it's such a pretty bright shade of green. And I can't wait for it to come in the mail. Hopefully it's not USPS though, because the guy keeps trying to keep me away from my packages. I'm just kidding. Okay, is that not the prettiest shade of teal? Okay, so I'm going to take a little bit of Seaside, which is this beautiful lighter blue shade. I'm just going to use the same brush. And of course I have to pat that onto the lid and to the crease. Oh my gosh, I have to update you guys. So if you haven't seen my video on my Nomad palettes, like the new like little travel palettes, I kind of did a little bit of a different video. It was more like a chatty get ready with me, and I just talked about like mom stuff that was on my mind. So in that video I was telling you guys about how we did like family photos, and this was like our first time doing family photos, and as a family of 4, I should clarify. So we had this whole thing, and it was kind of a disaster because our kids were so grumpy, but we got the pictures back and they are so cute. They're so cute. Am I allowed to say that about my own family? I think so. I think they turned out amazing. The kids look adorable. Of course, I wish we had more pictures because definitely there's a lot of pictures where you could see, like, there's one of me like with my one daughter and you can clearly see she's holding my phone, but it's such a beautiful picture regardless. So I just wanted to update you guys that we got the pictures back and they look really cute. Okay, Deep Sea on the outer corner as well. This is a bit more of a darker teal color, so I'm just gonna tap that on the outer corner as well. I can't help myself. I love doing this type of look. I just feel like it's so flattering with my eye shape. And sometimes I try to do something different, but with this palette, I just really wanted to do something like this. Okay, I think that looks nice and blended. I want to use this shade Saltwater. It's like a really beautiful purple green, like duochrome shade. So I just thought it would pair really well with these blue-green colors on the crease. So I'm just grabbing a flat brush. I'm going to pick it up with this Unearthly brush. And we're going to give it a nice spray. And I'm just going to come in on an angle here. And just kind of pack that all over the lid. These shadows would look, yeah. I was gonna say, I was like, I don't think the brush is like picking it up as much as I want it to. Look at how pretty. Is that not so pretty? So it's got like a beautiful purpley base to it and a ton of like green shimmer reflect. Okay, I'm gonna have to use the brush on this side and then try and pack on some more eyeshadow. But the shimmer shadows in this palette are so pretty. I love this. I know that there's some palettes like that have like a bit of spice to them that are more like neutrally. And I feel like this is one of those palettes. Like it kind of looks a little subtle, but once you like really look at it, you're like, okay, I see you. Oh, that is so pretty. It's so like subtle and blended and effortless. I'm here for it. Okay, I really want to play with the lower lash line and do like a contrasting kind of like sand and sea, but I love these specific eyeliners so much, so I'm just going to do a monochromatic look. I'm going to live my best mermaid life. And then I'm going to take this pencil brush from Game Beauty and go into the shade Sea Breeze, which is that beautiful teal, and I'm going to run that right along the edge. That is such a pretty color. How many times can I say it? Okay, love that. And then I'm just going to go into Seaside, which is the lighter blue shade, and I'm just going to pop that on the inner part of the eye look and just kind of pack it on. That is so pretty. I'm just going to take that brush now and just dust off the One Size powder. Okay, I didn't notice anything life-changing. I mean, the area does look nice and smooth. We'll see. I will keep my eye on it and report back to you guys as soon as I have some thoughts on the powder. Okay, so I have bronzer on. I'm contemplating what blush and highlighter I want to use. I think I might try this Dior highlighter out as kind of a blush highlighter hybrid. So I bought this during the Sephora sale. It's the shade Rosy. And I've heard really good things about this, so I'm very excited to put it on my face. So I'm going to use this Real Techniques brush, and I'm just going to be daring and just kind of go all over here. I love these Real Techniques brushes for cream products because they are so affordable and they work so nicely at blending. So if you're balling on a budget, Real Techniques is where I've had the best luck for a drugstore, especially complexion like brushes. They have really good ones. And this color is so pretty and peachy and just absolutely beautiful. I love how subtle it is, but I'm definitely gonna put a little more on. I want to glow, baby. That is so pretty. And it smells good too. I'm just gonna put a little bit on my nose. Oh, that is stunning. I feel like the light is hitting this side better, but okay, I know, I'm a child, I get it. Okay, so should I use a little bit of highlighter? I feel like I should. Maybe just like a lighter shade. Okay, so this is kind of a newer highlighter that I have. This is the Denona Yummy highlighter in the shade Low Key. I didn't love this the first time I used it, but I want to give it another chance or two. So this one also has quite a bit of pigmentation to it, so maybe it's just gonna look exactly like the Dior, but is this even doing anything? It is a little bit more peachy than the Dior. I guess the highlight's gonna be a little bit more subtle this time, but yeah, I'm just trying some things out, but I really like the Dior. I think that looks stunning. Okay, so this look needs a lip color, maybe some mascara. I need to do something with this hair, and I'll be right back to show you guys the finished look. Okay, so I threw on the raffia earrings because I feel like nothing says beach like a good straw hat and a straw bag. So since I have neither of those things, I did throw on these earrings, and I sprayed on a little bit of my Way hair and body mist in the St. Bart's fragrance. Oh my gosh, this is beach in a bottle, y'all. So nice. And I've been keeping it down here because I want to film my monthly haul and I don't want to forget to include it. So yeah, it's been down here, but it smells good. So that was fun to spray on. But this is the vibe. What do we think? Let me know down in the comments. Leave me some seashell emojis or like a wave or an umbrella, whatever you feel like. If you like this look, let me tell you really quick what else is on my face today. So I'm wearing my Laura Mercier foundation again. I've just had it sitting out and I wanted to keep wearing it. I'm wearing the NARS concealer, and then for bronzer I did use the Say bronzer. This is the liquid bronzer in the shade Swim. I've been really enjoying this. This time I topped it with the Sephora Collection bronzer. This is in the shade Beach Bum Tan. I almost forgot, my lip shade is from Ace Beaute. This is the shade Applause. I love this color. This is like my perfect neutrally orangey warm terracotta shade. It's so beautiful. I did recently see an email from Ace Beaute saying they're rebranding and everything's like $5 on their website. I'll link this down below for you guys in case you're interested. All of their lip products are amazing. I don't know what they're coming back as. I don't know what the rebranding is. I literally just remember seeing it in an email. So I don't know if they're going to get rid of Ace Beaute and come back as something else. But if you're wanting to score some awesome lip products, their liquid lipsticks, their regular lipsticks, their glosses, everything is so good. So these are nice. I'm kind of sad that they're going away, but hopefully they come back even better. Now let's talk about the things I tried out for the first time today. I will say this Dior Forever Glow Maximizer in the shade Rosy is so beautiful. I was a little nervous because I didn't want it to be too pink. For me, it looks like, honestly, like a peachy color. It doesn't really look rosy, but I mean, I could be wrong. I don't know. I'm just telling you guys what I'm seeing. I love this. It looks so beautiful. A lit from within vibe. And I love to add glow like this to my face. I like to be like more like natural or matte everywhere, and then just to have like a beautiful glow on my cheeks, and this is doing it for me. I wish they had a blush line that was this formula but more pigmented shades, because a lot of the shades in this line are more traditional highlighter colors. There is another like berry shade, I think, or maybe this is the darkest color, but I think they're sleeping on this formula. Like, this needs to be a liquid blush line. Somebody let Dior know, okay, those are my requests. If you're watching, you're welcome. I think the One Size powder applied beautifully. I love that they have 7 shades. I think they're trying to compete with a lot of the other powders on the market, and I feel like they're doing a good job because, like I said, I've heard really good things about this powder, and I think the translucent has been sold out forever. So very, very cool. I really like how my under eyes look. Everything looks very nice and set and has like a soft blurring effect to it. Not like it's making the lines go away, but I feel like my makeup is locked and loaded. Obviously, I can't speak to the longevity of this because it is very late at night. I'm just trying to film with this Costal palette because I want to let you guys know all the info in case you are thinking of pre-ordering this. Now let's go ahead and talk about this palette. Now, I definitely want to do more looks with this. I know this is kind of a simple look, but I just couldn't help myself. Once I swatched these 2 shades, I was like, oh, they're so pretty and pigmented. I need to do like a blue look, so that is what I did. But I think there's some really pretty like neutral looks in here. I just think this is the perfect palette for somebody that wants to like dip their toe into color, but they don't want to go all the way. You can always start off by using these shades on your lower lash line. Do something fun and more neutral, more subtle on the lid. I also love these mattes. I think you could just throw any of these mattes just all over the lid and it would look absolutely stunning. Just throw a little shimmer in the inner corner, something a little different. So this is a beautiful, beautiful palette. I love the vibe. I think this is a fun change for them. I also did grab my Citrus Punch and Aurora Lights palettes just to show you guys because these are coming back for the pre-order. I would love to do something where I film 3 looks with the 3 palettes. I don't know that I'll have time to do that before Saturday, so I will refer you guys to my Aurora Lights video. I do have a Simply Posh cosmetics playlist, so you can check that out. I never got to film with Citrus Punch because I think this came out when I had my daughter, so I'm not sure. I feel like I received it in PR and then I was like at the hospital, so I never got around to film with it. But I think they've also changed that formula up since I got this palette, so I'll have to do some investigating, but at least you guys got to see the color stories. I did just see the Northern Lights, so it's really fun to look back at this palette because the Northern Lights was so beautiful, and I was definitely thinking of all of my palettes that I have called Northern Lights themed because I never thought I would actually get to see them in person, so that was a really fun experience. But overall, I think these are fun, different palettes. Like I said, the pre-order starts on this Saturday, the 25th of May at 3 p.m. Central Standard Time. Each palette retails for $45 and you can use a discount code to save. And yeah, I'm just super happy that they sent me the new Costal palette so I could try it out for you guys. And overall, I'm very, very impressed. If you have any questions, if I forgot to mention anything, definitely let me know down in the comments. Let me know what your favorite color story is of the 3 palettes. Don't forget to enter my May monthly giveaway. The link is in the bio, and I will see you in another video very, very soon. Bye, friends!